Today, we bring the thought-to-be-extinct Dwemer back, but Danch is no ordinary mer. He desires a world where people don't worship gods, but worship him instead. He will stop at nothing to make his cult dominate Tamriel. But first, thanks to World of Warships for sponsoring this video. World of Warships is a free-to-play naval shooter on PC, where you can choose from multiple classes like battleships, cruisers, destroyers, aircraft carriers, and if needed, submarines to defeat your enemies from the depths, and explore over 40 beautiful maps, all with dynamic weather, updated water effects, and textures to take the immersion to the max. Every single month, the game gets new content, from things like completely new ships, new classes, and cosmetics, which keeps the experience of giant 12v12 battles always feeling fresh, which you can experience solo or join up in a division with your friends. And did I mention yet that the game is also available on consoles? And right now, until December the 13th, World of Warships is having a treasure hunt, allowing you to earn in-game rewards and real-life prizes for just playing and inviting your friends. So make sure you don't miss that out and download World of Warships using my link in the description and use code BRAVO to get exclusive rewards for free. So starting out as Danch, of course, the first thing we need to do is going to be creating our cult. So we have just set up the cult of Damien. Now, of course, Damien was the character we used to set up the original cult. So, you know, we have to get a shout back to him. And we've set it up. We've got the Green Pact. This basically allows cannibalism. This one allows you to torture prisoners and you earn piety and it makes sadistic a virtue. We've also, of course, set up lay clergy and the head of faith is temporal. This means that we become the head of faith. And for crime, everything is accepted, and also that, of course. So yeah, everything is accepted. And we've set the worship of every Daedric god to criminal, because of course they must worship us. And for virtues and sins, we have diligent, zealous, and deceitful. And then for sins, we have lazy, humble, and forgiving. It's going to cost 9,250 piety. So what we're going to do, we're going to head down the learning tree, pick up a theology focus, and we're going to try and pick up profit as quick as possible. This makes creating a new faith 50% cheaper. Now, early on, we're just going to have to rely on like events to like bring more Dwemer to our court, because of course they are like extinct, although we do spawn with this guy, which is Tonekeeper Yagrum, the last living dwarf. And as you can see, he has immortality and the last of his kind, but we are back, which may or may not be a good thing. So yeah, early game, we're just going to chill, change the faith and cultures of these holdings over time. We start off with 2 holdings and 1 duchy. So we're going to build, basically store as much piety as possible. And we also don't have the ability to do pilgrimages, which is going to make it really difficult and probably take much longer than it otherwise would, but it's fine. I'm just hoping by the time we've saved up all the piety, we would have built these holdings up like a lot, because they basically have nothing. Although we do have desert agriculture, which is 0.3 gold a month at the first level. So we'll definitely build that. And we already have our son and heir. He has the warrior birth sign and he has lifespan 3. So we're going to educate him. Hope he turns out decent. He is weird looking, but you know what? Hopefully, once we pass, he can carry on the legacy of the cult. And there we are. We've already picked up profit. So the cost is 50% cheaper. Now, we're going to stay in the learning lifestyle tree and probably just pick up learn on the job, right? I don't think I've mentioned yet, but to actually spread our cult, the main way we're going to do it is when we're ready, we're going to pick up like loads of hooks and try and say, go to this guy's heir. And then what we're going to want to do is abduct him, convert him while he's in our prison, and then release him. So when he takes over, say, this land, he is of our cult. Now, you may need support keeping the realm together, depending on how many vassals they have. But that did seem to work last time, so that's how we're going to try. Although, at some point, we probably will do some wars. Try and build up the cult that way as well. Okay, so it's been a few years, and look, our children are coming of age. 20, 16, and 14. So this is our player heir. We do need to find somebody for him to marry. Now, I don't think there's going to be any Dwemer people, but actually, we have a mayoress, who's a vassal, and she is Dwemer. Now, she's 92. Years of fertility plus 100. So yeah, she has about another 40-ish, 50-ish years of fertility. So we're going to marry them 2 off, just to make sure they have children, really. Now, you can only marry... Why? I don't know. What about my daughter? Okay, it's plenty for my daughter to marry, which is good. You seem like a Dwemer. Yeah, there's actually a few of them about. I guess they've just spawned in my court, but that's fine. We can use them to marry to our children. We're almost about to pick up learn on the job, but these are almost fully built up as well. This one is fully built. I think we can't do the duchy building yet. We haven't unlocked unlocked it, but that is fine. Things are coming along well. We're up to 2,000 piety, and with the 50% off right now, we need 5,900. So we need 3,600 more. It is coming along. It is slow, but as we do have lifespan 3, we may be okay. And there we are. We picked up learning the job, which is quite big for us, as my character was not the best overall stats wise. We get raided so much and we just don't really have an army. I'm just going to deal with it and hope we don't get like properly declared war on and lose our land, because right now we're not far away from unlocking plantations, and that will unlock us the next era of economic building. So yeah, we're going to wait. That's 4 years, and then we can spend this money doing loads of upgrades and then potentially get a military if we want one. There we are. I think we have just discovered it. Now we are actually able as well now to go into the next era, so we'll unlock battlements, right? We're not going to probably build up too much, but right now, while we're waiting for the faith to be created, there's not much else we can do, so we may as well just do these upgrades, right? It's just going to give us a stronger base to work from. I would potentially like to claim some of these islands for ourselves and then sort of target maybe this sort of area of the map for our cult, maybe down here. I'm not fully sure. Just depends what opportunities we get. At this point, I think I've picked up everything we need out of the learning tree, so we could go down the magic tree, pick up maybe master conjuration, and then we can use the magicka that we're just wasting on summoning armies. That could be worth it. Yeah, we're going to do this first, and then we'll go down the intrigue tree. So we'll pick up magical theory, and we'll go down and pick up master conjuration. Just then we can start summoning an army, because we're getting raided so much. Our control is always terrible. Like, we keep fixing it, and then they come raid, and it's just painful. And there we are. We just picked up Master Conjuration, and now we can just jump into Intrigue, pick up Truth is Relative, and we definitely need Kidnapper, so we can actually abduct the people into our prisons, and then we can demand their conversion. So yeah, now, as you can see, our magical bar is full, so it's just kind of wasted. At least now, every time it's full, we're just going to summon a Daedric army, and we get an army of 100 men. It's just a free army, basically. And yeah, we're getting raided as usual. Fun. You know, we'll create some bowmen at least. They're quite cheap, and potentially then we may be able to defend some raids. I hope. We almost have enough to actually construct a temple in our capital, and once we do that, as well as just being an extra useful holding to have, we actually gain 500 piety. So I think we're going to do that for sure. So we should be close now as well to actually being able to create the faith. And there we go. So it's going to take 4 years. You may even be able to create the faith now. It's got to be close. Oh, actually, yeah. It did reset because I had to restart the game. So yeah, I think everything is set up fine the way it was. So we're going to create the cult of Damien. And there we go. Now, we do actually need to convert our other county, it seems. It's going to take a few years, but that's fine. Now, this guy's no longer like our court chaplain, but we can demand his conversion and hopefully make him it again because he's way better. Yeah, that works. He's so much better. It's only going to take 22 months now. And with the Elder Kings, we don't have access to the typical like face masks and that I did wear last time. So we're going for this look. You know, we get Daedric armor. This guy thinks he's on the same level, and he is rocking the typical hood. And you know what? He looks evil. So I think that works. He is now the leader of the cult of Damien. And the next step, and arguably the most important step in any cult, is finding people foolish enough to follow. Now, we're not just finding foolish people. We are kidnapping them, converting them, and sending them back out, but we don't talk about that part. So, what I'll probably do now is I'll finish and get Schemer at least. And once that's got, we're going to look for some targets. Now, Tanith would be a great place to target with this, but not yet. I think we go for these smaller guys first, because if we just put someone of our cult as a leader, their vassals are going to rebel and just overthrow them, and it will just be a massive waste of time. So now begins the kidnapping, murder, conversion, and potentially some war if we do maybe see a nice little target we want to go for. It is always an option. Now, this is actually quite lucky, as the Dwemer faith actually has seemingly no holy sites, but with Elder Kings, we get the decision to concentrate a holy site in the capital. And we have the level of devotion. We just need one county to have a temple holding inside our capital, and this has got how long left? 2 years. So in 2 years, we'll be able to create a holy site, then hopefully be able to create the head of faith title, and then we're actually the cult leader, you know? That is kind of the last step I did almost miss out on. Okay, so with the temple constructed, now we can create a new holy site. So hopefully we go our faith holy sites. There we are. So I'm hoping this does allow us now. Wait, it's 2? I thought it was 1. Oh no. Well, that kind of makes it impossible because, I mean, there are no holy sites. Okay, what I could potentially do maybe in the next character's life is just do the same decision again if we get the option to. It's not that important. It shouldn't matter too much. We can still do the same thing. But yeah, once we die, we can change our capital to down here and maybe get the decision again. Potentially, I don't know. But yeah, there's nothing we can really do. Okay, for the first target, I want to keep it a little bit smaller. So I think we're going to target these people. Now, the A is only 12. So what we're going to do is start the scheme to abduct. And while that's going on, we're going to find the Liege's spy master, which I just can't seem to find anywhere. Okay, we'll just go to random people inside their court and start fabricating hooks on them. All of them should be helpful. So yeah, we're just going to get a bunch of hooks now inside their court to help us abduct him. Once he's abducted, demand his conversion, send him back, and hope he takes over peacefully. And they are converted to the cult of Damien. It has been discovered, which is going to make it much harder, but as long as we get enough hooks, we should be okay. Bribe someone. Okay, they've both been discovered. This is really going great. The fabricate hook was discovered, but we found this spy master now, so if we can get the spy master, we should be good to actually do this. We're just not getting lucky. Everything's getting discovered. Right, 88% chance. Oh, wait. Oh, my God. That's helped this scheme, but I accidentally murdered the spy master instead of fabricating a hook, it seems. For some reason, my son can help me. I don't know what he's doing over there. But apparently, my son can now get involved and we can use a hook. I don't know how that works. And this is for a hook on his marshal. Now, we can use this to bribe his marshal. Up to 73% chance. 81... do we just go for it? Yeah, let's go for it. 81% chance. And we did get him. So now what we're going to want to do is negotiate release and demand conversion. He will accept that. If we can, we'll get a hook as well. Perfect. Now he has gone home, hopefully. And he is the heir. So all that needs to happen now is you need to be murdered. We can bribe Spy Master. 95% chance. And once you're murdered, the cult of Damien actually takes this over. There's 95% chance. And that was successful. So now the cult of Damien actually owns this. Now, they are at war. They're defending. That's fine. Hopefully they do defend that. But maybe arrange marriage is nothing that's going to give us an alliance. So we're just going to have to hope they manage to stay together, right? That's all we can really do at this point. Just hope they hold their land, convert their vassals, and just chill. Now, that went very smoothly. I don't know how long it's going to last because they're not really like a big, powerful kingdom. They are going to lose that war, it seems. They are going to lose a big chunk of land to these. I mean, we could try and target these people. Or they already have children of children, so it's going to be a little bit more tedious. Okay, so with in the Sentinel, their daughter is next in line because this guy is a bastard. So we could try and abduct you, get Sentinel set up. That could work. We can just bribe the Spy Master, to be honest. That works for me. And we'll try get some hooks. I don't know if it's going to be worth it, but we'll try and get a hook anyway. See how it goes. With a bit of luck now, we can just start steamrolling our cult everywhere. 85% chance. That's actually not bad odds. And it seemed to work, although I don't know. Is she too young to be... No, she will actually convert. So let's do that then. She is converted. I don't want to kill the mum now because, like, she's too young to take over. So what I'm going to do is hope she doesn't get converted back. Go to her most powerful vassal. So this guy, they got children, though. It's messy when they got a lot of children. It makes it way more difficult. Or if they have none, that makes it impossible. She doesn't actually have any land, so it may still be worth trying. If we now abduct her and get her on the throne of Tava's blessing, once this child takes over, she'll used to have like one powerful vassal who's also of the cult. Then it's going to be less likely she gets overthrown. Now, I did get discovered, but we are working on hooks on this Spy Master, so this may still turn out okay. Nope, the hook failed. Okay, everything for this one is just going wrong. My agent's been captured. Yeah, we're going to give up on that capture. So yeah, we're just going to wait now and just see what happens when she takes over. May go terribly. I don't know. This guy's still going strong with the cult of Damien. He's actually converted one of his counties as well. How about abducting you? We've got 55% chance, and this is for Hegarth. So what we're going to do is we got no agent. We got one, actually. This guy just seems to hate her. We're going to do the same thing. Get hooks and hope for the best, basically. Oh, yeah, my old wife did die, so we just married somebody else who has high intrigue. Okay, and we got one strong hook, so we can use our hook on you. And we're now up to 85% chance. That hopefully should be good enough. Fantastic. And luckily for us, she's just going to convert just like that. Oh, we might have to abduct her son at some point if she doesn't convert him herself. Now what we're going to do is we're going to murder the current king. This guy better marry and have children soon. I've tried marrying him to my granddaughter a bunch of times, even with a hook. Oh, actually, we maybe be able to send him a gift. It's expensive, but if we can now, yeah, that's fine. So we can do that. He's married to our great-granddaughter. Hopefully, he do have children. He does have one child. Don't know where you came from. Child of a concubine. So he has a concubine, but not a wife. Wait, never mind. I think he just died. I don't think my murder scheme went ahead. No, he just died. Of what? Died in his sleep. So now she has taken over. I just don't know how long it's going to last, right? Yeah, we're going to abduct his son. Forcefully convert his son, because if she doesn't do it herself, when she dies, I mean, it's just going to flip. Okay, the scheme to abduct him actually just ended, which is exactly what I wanted. Oh, and they're getting attacked by your claim for the... Oh, you're actually the cult of Damien somehow. Oh, okay. So this person's fighting for a claim, and she is the cult of Damien. So I don't actually mind if she does win that. That actually works out for us fine. Yep, and that's kind of what I was fearing. The child we did convert earlier has converted back. So Sentinel, yeah, is no longer just going to fall to us like we was hoping. We've got like another 2 years until we can abduct her again. So we're just going to wait out for it. Oh, shredding this mortal coil. Somebody murdered me. Wait, we were rivals, actually. Me and my heir were rivals, so it was probably the guy I'm playing. Yeah. So my son murdered me, and now we are my murderous son. But that's not great, because we have lost all our progress in the schema tree. So yes, we was murdered in the end. This guy is still of our faith, though, and so are you, which is great. But I want to see, we can concentrate a holy site in the capital. Can we just do it again? Have 2 holy sites in the same capital? We only need a little bit more gold. Let's see. Your realm capital shares your... This guy was not my faith. And we need 2,300 prestige to convert. Oh my god, game, why? All my setups just about to fall apart. Why have you done this? Well, that's great. Hopefully these guys do stay of the faith then. There's not really much I can do about that now. Why was this guy not the faith? Right, yeah, we're just gonna have to wait out and get a bunch of piety now again. Now, she's actually growing up now, so that's good. Ooh, was murdered. Okay, so his actual only daughter was murdered, so hopefully she does get pregnant and produce some heirs for them. These guys are still the cult of Damien. They have split, which is not good. Only one side of that part is only still the cult of Damien. We just need to get back to the faith as soon as possible. We can't go back to learning for a while. Oh, we can now. Okay, so we're just gonna have to head down here and get more piety again. Ooh, wait, so this guy over here is doing a holy war for the cult of Damien for all this land, and he's just called us. Don't have a big army, but yes, we will try and help that to spread the faith. Let's jump in then, and we're gonna... Here is the land, but up here. Gonna siege a shrine, and we're gonna go down and fight as well. 100%. So now, this guy took all this by holy war, and they have had a daughter. Things are starting to look up. That's good, though. Faith is spreading. We just need to get back to where we were. Hopefully create another holy site and become the proper head of faith. Okay, so finally we have enough piety to convert back. So we are now back as the cult of Damien, which is good. How are you getting along? You did lose that land you gained over here, but you're still the cult of Damien. I think actually you're his child. The other guy disappeared without a trace. Okay. You are doing quite well. Still holding together, and your vassals. Let's have a look. Cult of Damien, cult of Damien. Yes. These have actually split up. Wait, what happened to the main title then? So this one, it was destroyed, I think. So the main title was destroyed, and I guess your vassals were the cult of Damien, I guess. So actually, the cult's looking quite strong, look. We've taken a fair few borders. Now, do we still? No. We don't have the decision to do a holy site. But what if we move the capital? Yeah, we do. So what we need to do... Oh, it's not going to work. Oh, we can create a temple. It's going to take 5 years. Then after this 5 years, we should be able to take this decision once more. We'll have 2 holy sites. So that should allow us to create the head of faith title. Okay, so the decision has popped up. So if we do that, and I think we need 250 for the title, but let's check. So yeah, we should now any second. Why not? We have 2 holy sites that are both held by our faith, but no, our realm definitely does, because they're there, and we hold all of these titles. But for some reason, the game's just like, no. So we can't actually become the leader, which kind of sucks, as we should be able to, I think. Yeah, so we're not going to be able to do that, which kind of sucks. But you know what? I'm not going to let it stop me. We're going to carry on, do our thing. Now, we are 134. I don't know what age we're going to live until, but we're going to go down the schema tree. As you know what? As a final goal for today, could we potentially do Alinor? I don't know. Is it possible? It'd be big if we could. We'd have to abduct this guy, convert him, and then murder him. We'll definitely try it. That'll be our next goal. So we're going to go down the schema tree now, pick up some good, helpful perks. And as you can see, the cult is doing really well. completely holding all of these islands. This big chunk right here. And still with these people. Okay, we haven't picked up twice schemed yet, but we're going to start the abduction scheme. We did pick up one on his chancellor. We picked up a hook, whatever he may be. You. So we're going to use that hook. That didn't really help at all. We can actually bribe you. Yeah, we'll bribe anyone we can. Try and shoot this chance up. Because if we can do this, this could be huge for us. We did save money purposely for this reason. And for some reason, they're way cheaper than I was expecting. So it's actually not too bad. We're up to an 85% chance. Yeah, we'll probably just go for it. Not bother about going up to 95. Okay, now our wife just died. So we're going to marry someone with high intrigue and put you on court intrigue. And now that should actually help a little bit as well. Our intrigue is up to 25. We're getting plus 12 from the spouse. Right, abduct unwelcome guests. We have an 85% chance. That's pretty good. So let's go for it. And we did get him. So now we're going to negotiate release, demand conversion. Well, actually, you know what? Just in case he does convert back, we'll just try and hold him for a little while. If we can just hold him in our prison and successfully murder you, that may actually work out better. We'll try and get some hooks first as well. Hopefully do a successful murder. And hopefully this guy doesn't escape my prison. Okay, we got a strong hook on her, which is really good. Okay, another hook failed, but you know what? Let's go for it. Invite. And we can't invite the person with the hook for some reason, but we can bribe some people, so may turn out okay, even without the use of the hook. Okay, so we still have this guy in our prison, which is good. We have picked up twice scheme. So we've managed to get a hook on his spy master. We've been able to reuse the one on his chancellor, and we managed to bribe this woman to join us. So what we're going to have to do now is release this guy and demand his conversion. So he converts to the cult of Damien. We release him and then murder this guy, and hopefully this goes successfully. So murder you. Okay, that failed. This guy is gone and he is now the cult of Damien. So really, we got to hope this is successful. Please. Again? Yes. So now, if we go to Alinor, the leader is officially of our cult. Hopefully, this guy is able to successfully convert his vassals himself. I don't know how well it's going to go, right? As you can see, it's it's not fully our faith, but hopefully he doesn't just convert back. Now, odds are he probably will get overthrown, to be honest. That wouldn't be a shock to me if that did happen, right? You know, I'm happy where we've got to. Kind of disappointed we can't do this for some reason. And when we do have the two holy sites, right? But it's just one of those things. It happens, right? We almost lost everything when we turned to this guy, and we ended up being back to our original faith. But we have managed to cement the cult of Damien, right? It's not going anywhere. These guys are pretty powerful. You're decent. And of course, we have the scheming masters of these guys, right? Who are holding everything together, and Alinor now probably not as secure, right? Before today, I'm going to leave that there. So thank you all so much for watching. And of course, once again, a massive thank you to World of Warships for sponsoring today's video. So if you do want to download the game, it's the first link in the description. I'm going to end the video with a massive thank you to all the channel members. We have Intermio1, Endulus, Victor Voss Anderson, and Toxic Flame. But yeah, thank you all so much for watching, and hopefully I'll see you in the next one.